All right, let's just jump right in. We are living through a massive shift, which you could call a great remake of how we build products. AI has gone from being just a cool feature to being the actual foundation of product engineering. And wow, is it changing everything? So that's what we're going to unpack here, what this brave new world actually looks like.
Just look at this. I mean, this slide says it all, right? The old model, it was this slow, painful game of telephone. A product manager writes a huge spec, throws it over the wall, waits, then reviews it, and iterates over weeks, maybe months. But now, a PM has an idea, and boom, they start building it themselves right away with AI agents. They get a real, working version, they can evaluate it, and iterate in hours, not weeks. The entire process is just compressed, and the PM is no longer just a manager. They are a builder.
So how are we going to break down this revolution? First up, we'll dig into the fundamental shift from the old world to the new. Then we'll explore how product managers are literally becoming hands-on builders. Next, we'll see how AI tools are unlocking this thing called hyper-iteration. After that, we'll check out the rise of autonomous AI agents as actual teammates. And finally, we'll talk about the new skills you need, moving from just coding to orchestrating entire systems.
Let's start with the absolute core idea here. The translation layer is collapsing. For decades, you've had this long, slow, expensive process of turning an idea in someone's head into a document, into functional code. Well, that gap, that translation process, it's pretty much vanishing before our eyes.
And this really highlights the huge economic consequence of all this. For as long as I can remember, the bottleneck was always engineering time. It was expensive, it was slow, but what happens when AI makes the cost of building something practically zero? The whole game changes. The most valuable thing isn't your ability to build anymore. It's your ability to decide what to build. Your judgment, your vision, that's the new gold.
So, what does this actually mean for the folks on the ground, especially product managers? It means the role is transforming. Flipping on its head, really. It's going from a coordinator of people and processes to a hands-on maker.
Claire Vaux, a three-time Chief Product Officer, absolutely nails it here. The job isn't about wrestling with Jira tickets and sitting in endless alignment meetings anymore. When AI can handle so much of the raw execution, the PM's value shifts way up to the things AI can't do. Applying human taste, having a strong product vision, and just knowing what good actually looks like.
Okay, so let's get super concrete. The old tasks, process management. The new tasks, creation and direction. You're not just writing a document about an idea anymore. You're building a prototype of it. You're not just managing a team of people. You're orchestrating this hybrid team of humans and AI agents. It's a complete level up for the role, no question.
And this new way of working unlocks an incredible new superpower, hyper-iteration. The speed at which you can go from just a random thought to a real tangible product you can click on, it's just breathtaking.
Just let that number sink in for a second. 5 to 10 times faster. We're talking about a functional demo that used to take a whole team weeks to build, now being put together by a single person in a couple of hours. This isn't just an incremental improvement. It's a complete phase change in how we work.
This crazy acceleration creates a brand new and much tighter product cycle. An idea goes straight to a prototype built by the PM. And because it's a live product, not some static design, the feedback you get is immediate and so much more valuable. Designers and engineers then come in to polish an idea that's already been proven to work. The prototype is the new spec.
Okay, but as wild as that hyperfast prototyping is, it's really just the beginning. The next step? Well, this is where things get a little sci-fi. We're moving beyond just using AI as a tool and into a world where we work alongside autonomous AI agents. Seriously, think of them as new members of your team.
So that leads to the big question. It sounds kind of crazy, right? Can AI really do the work of an entire team of people?
The answer, as this case study from SaaStr shows, is a resounding yes. They literally replaced a 10-person go-to-market team with 20 AI agents, all managed by just over one person. And the result? They maintained the exact same level of revenue. It's not that it's necessarily better, but it is unbelievably more efficient. It scales like software, not like hiring people. This isn't a theory. It's happening right now.
So, if AI is writing code and acting as autonomous agents, what's left for us humans to do? Well, our jobs aren't going away, they're just moving up the stack. The most valuable skills are shifting away from pure execution and towards orchestration.
And right at the top of that list is this big idea, systems thinking. It's the ability to step back and see the whole chessboard, not just the next move. When AI can build all the individual pieces for you, your job becomes designing the blueprint. It's about figuring out how all the pieces, the humans, the AIs, the software, all fit together to create something that actually works. You're the architect. I absolutely love this analogy from Peter Yang. He says coding used to be like bricklaying. You'd painstakingly place each brick, one line of code at a time. Now, it's more like playing with Lego. You just describe the final castle you want to build, and the AI snaps the pieces together for you. Your value isn't in laying the bricks anymore. It's in being the architect who designed the castle.
So let's pull all this together into a new toolkit of skills. You need systems thinking to architect the solution. You need orchestration to make all the parts work together. You absolutely need taste and judgment because AI is going to give you a ton of options, but it won't tell you which one is any good. You need clear problem definition because AI's output is only as good as the question you ask it. And maybe most important of all, you have to be adaptable because this entire field is changing like every single week.
So let's bring it all home. We started by talking about that translation layer between an idea and code just disappearing. This quote perfectly captures what that really means. When all the tedious, mechanical work gets automated away, what's left behind? Well, it's everything that was actually the most important part all along. Your deep understanding of the user, your sharp judgment, your taste. The true core of building great products is now the entire job.
We're in a completely new era where one person or a tiny team can build something that used to require a whole department. The tools are more powerful than ever. They're sitting right there waiting for you. The only real bottleneck left is your imagination. So the question is no longer if you can build it. The question is, what are you going to build first? Your AI Copilot is ready.